Hi my crafting friends, this is Lisa Fulford and I want to welcome you to my channel. I'm your creative coach and I am doing a mystery stamping today. This is December the 14th, 2023, and how my mystery stamping works is that on my Stampin' Up website, in my events catalog, I have different events listed. And when you go into the description of the event, then you click on which one that you're interested in and read the description of that event. And there is at the bottom of the description, so if you scroll down to the bottom of the page, there is a place that says either registration coming soon or registration here. And you click the here. You sign up for the class. The mystery stamping is free. You just have to cut out all of the bits and pieces. And so once you register, then I send out a private link to my Zoom account. And so that is where we meet. I do not just post it openly. I have been thinking about changing that to possibly to Facebook or to YouTube. I just have not done that as of yet. So this is how I do it. Then once you register for the event and submit your registration, there will be a paragraph on the screen that has a link in it. And when you click it, that is where you get your clues for the mystery stamp. And I already have the next one up, and the next one is in 14 days, which would make that December the 28th. And so it is already up on my webpage and with the events and things, and so you can go there. So let's get started with today's mystery stamping. And for the first portion, we need a card base, and at 11 inches by 4 1/4, we score at 5 1/2. And so here is that piece right here. And then for the next pieces, coordinating cardstock, but I'm using, this is Lost Lagoon, but I'm also going to use Lost Lagoon once again for my coordinating cardstock. And so I have a piece that is 2 1/2 by 4 3/4, and a piece that is 1 3/4 by 4. And then I also have this piece. This is crushed curry, and if you see, it does have some texture to it. This is an old piece of crushed curry when we used to have textured cardstock, but this here is, you know, just some that I had, and I'm trying to use it up. When I do mystery stamping, I sometimes will use retired product, but this is from our Stylish Stitch Shapes, and so that's one of the circles from there. And then for our basic white, I have a piece here that's 5 1/4 by 4 inches, and this is for my inside. And then I have another stitched shape from that Stylish Shapes, but I do have 2 inches, but around about whatever will fit your sentiment. And this one here I think is about 2 1/4, maybe 2 1/2, but I just wanted a little bit larger sentiment for what I have. And then designer series paper. I love designer series paper because it adds so much to your card without having to do a lot of stamping. So for the beginner stampers, you could get some DSP, get a stamp set, maybe an ink color or two, and you'd be all set because you can use the DSP in place of doing stamping. And so for our first designer series paper, this is 1 1/2 inches across, and it's 3 3/4, and that is in portrait mode, and so I have a P there. My second one is 2 1/4 by 4 1/2 in portrait mode. I don't know that this one would matter whether it was portrait or landscape, but I felt like this was the portrait of it. And then I can either do a third pattern, or I can do basic white and do some stamping, or things like that. But I decided to go with the basic white because I didn't want to get too busy with my DSP. And so I have another piece of the 4" by 5 1/4 basic white here. And the die cut pieces or embellishments, and so my paper that we are using for today is a new paper that will be out in January unless you're a demonstrator. So if anybody would like to join my team, they can join and you can start getting access to the new catalog that'll be coming out in January. This is the Trusty Toolbox 12 by 12 paper. It is lovely paper. I love these tools. These coordinate with a stamp and die set. And then on the inside, it's just, you know, a lot of fun papers here. And so, and there's 2 different types of tools that you can cut out. But this is one of the Sale-A-Bration items that I do believe if you spend $50, you could get this pack of paper for free. And we're also going to be using this Trusty Tools stamp set. I do have a sample that I made ahead of time where I used to thank you. For this one, I'm going to do, instead of the "you're the most awesome," I'm going to do "you're awesome" right here. And I'm going to show you how to mask that off. And then we're going to use some bolts right here. Nuts and bolts. And then there's also these, it's a fun set, and I've taken some of them off because I used them to cut out my images. And so I will show you all the different things that I have cut out. So I have, let's see, I have this partial drill where it was off the edge. I have these partial little like snips, and I have wrenches, and then this is the drill tips. Here's another drill, and I will show you how to do those, and a tape measure, wrenches, hammer, different things. So I'm going to lay those bits down here and decide what I want to use. So I'll move this out of the way. You can add ribbon if you want. I did not want to add a ribbon to a masculine card. And so my inks of choice, I'm going to do Crushed Curry today and Gray Granite. And then my adhesive choice is the Tombow multi-liquid glue. Everybody calls it the green glue. And so I have that right here as well. So we'll get started with our card. We'll put our pieces together that, you know, are obvious, that layered together, and I'll give a few tips and tricks here. But I'm going to go ahead and add this to my card front. I'm going to grab my bone folder here and do that, and then add glue, oops, to the back of this. And I like to, this is one of my tips that I learned from another demonstrator, is you add glue to your corners, add it, you know, coming from the corner so that they adhere well. Add a little glue around the outside edge, and that helps lay down your corners. And so let's put this on here the best that I can, straight as I can. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and add my piece to the inside. Keep grabbing another glue here. I want the one that has some glue in it. I'm just going to add that here. Like I said, I have not been posting videos in a while, so if you wouldn't mind, please like the video and subscribe, and I hope to get back to adding videos soon. I did have some technical problems. I had an older computer and it would not upload. Then I had some illness. So anyway, I'm hoping to be back to my mystery stamping. So there's that part. And now we'll layer these as well. So I'm doing the corner bits again. Just little glue down the middle. Like that. And then let's grab this one. The back of this one is nuts and bolt, or are the bolts, and then this side is the hammers with like little nails. And I just like the colors in this set, or in this paper. I'll layer this here. Then I'm going to take, little edges are a little rough. I keep changing my blades, but I have been cutting out all kinds of classes here lately. Alright, and then I'll set these here to the side for now, and I want to do some stamping. So I already have my stamp loaded on a block, and I have a piece of tape here. And I'm going to cover up the most. And because it's clear tape, it's probably hard to see, but I have that tape right here at this edge so that You're Awesome will and ink it up. Now, it's important to remember to remove the tape and discard, because you don't want to use it again. Of course, now it's sticking to my fingers and I'm getting ink all over me. But it's not stamping if you don't get inky fingers. Alright, and so I'm going to just, it's a circle. It doesn't necessarily have to be straight, because you can just turn the circle to get your straight image. That's what's nice about stamping on a circle. Alright, so now that I have that, I'm going to bring in gray granite ink and the little nut and bolts here, and I want to just add a couple up there. Let's see if I can fix that. Photopolymer is good about being able to line things up, hopefully. Not the best, but I'm going to go with it. There we go. And then I'm going to add that to this layering circle here. Just add glue to the back. There we go. I'm going to put glue on my corners of this piece. I'm going to start putting our card together. So I want to do this one over here to the right and try to have like equal amounts, top, bottom, and right edge. Bring this one in. I'm going to do the corners. I hope that you like this card and that the design would be something that you could add to your arsenal of card designs, and you could make several cards. I could have popped this up, but I'm trying to make it as low profile as possible. And then I'm going to pop up some of our bits and pieces that I die cut from the paper. It's going to take a moment to adhere because I got several layers here, but that's okay. All right, so far that's our card, and then I want to decide on what it is that I want to do here. And I'm just picking up things and I think I'm going to put in another go. You can always add. And then I think I'm going to put that there. And then how about something like that? So I want my dimensionals. See if I've got enough here or not. Grab my scissors here. Always use the outside edge of your dimensionals. You don't want to waste them. They're great. Okay. Take my backings off and start adding. A little pop of red. So like if you have, you know, workers, or this could be a birthday card. This could be just anything. Somebody did something nice. So there's the front of our card. You're awesome. Let's go to the inside. So I had some leftover pieces whenever I was cutting, and so I'm going to use this side and add it to the bottom here. But before I do that, what I think I'm going to do is maybe add a few pieces in here. So So that. I think I'll just add this. Pardon me. So I'm just going to add some glue because I don't want the inside parts to be lifted or raised. So I'm just going to put that there. Got a little bit too much glue there on that end. And I want to overlap. Like that. And so these bits and pieces I can use on another project. So I'll slide those off over here. And then I'll bring in, there we go. So the mystery is solved for our card. And then here's one like that. And then there's one like that. So this is the one we just made. I got a little bit of ink smudge on that. And then these I stamped off and then added. And then these were direct, and so I tried to make them all just a little bit different. I raised this hammer up and different things. So there we go. So the mystery stamping card has been solved. So I want to thank you for joining me today, and I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you enjoyed this set and love this paper, this stamp set, the dies, because I think it's going to be a really fun set to be able to make masculine cards. But it doesn't mean that you can, you only can send these to men, because a lot of women, they do, construction or, renovations and things. And so, let them know that they're awesome, or thank them for what they do. So thank you for joining me. I'm Lisa Fulford. Like my video and subscribe, please. It helps my channel out. Have a good day.